Hey everybody, how's it going? How are we all doing? We're back in Stoneblock 4. And I've done a little bit of changing here. Let's get rid of this and put you... Yeah. So, we still got this. Still got this going on. You are set kind of high now. If I do this, we can see set you to 14. Yeah, you're set to 14. Set you to 13 so that you... So if this nearly fills, we'll trash all this power. But what I've got here... so this will fire when this is above 20%. So this is reading when the energy is above 20%. And it powers this block. This one here powers when this is above 70%. But it's not quite that. It's when it's when the 2 billion like at the top is above 70, not when it's actually above 70. So it's a little bit weird. And that powers this one. The redstone didn't work properly. I had to put it onto two separate energy and redstone cards to get it to work. And then what this does is if both of these are off, it turns the reactor on. If this one turns on its own, it turns the reactor off. If this is on its own, it just keeps it. If this one's on. If this one turns on its own, it does nothing and keeps it. If they're both on, that means it's got to above 70% and above 20%. It turns the reactor off. So it basically turns the reactor off until they both go off. So now the reactor's turned off and starting to drain. So this will feather the reactor between 20 and 70%. So this should now be safe. So we can go back to this. Now, if I remember rightly, we got up to about 5,000, didn't we? How far did we get with this guy? We're doing well here. We've got this up to 5,000, 6,000. Starting to go down now. 7,000. $8,000 before this runs out. So, like another one of these on you, and then a capacitor. like a tier 8 capacitor. Did I teach you how to make... Yeah, so you don't know how to make capacitors. Capacitor tier... Right, hang on. You need to know how to make energy pipe. And then these. A block of energite is there. Yep, sure, whatever. Right, tier 2. Tier 3. Tier 4. Tier 5. Tier 6. Tier 7. And then tier 8. Now, Elytra are in here. You need this up to 10k before we smash a saddle and a feather together. You got up to 8,000. I could do with being able to read this. Let's just accelerate you. See how far you get. So I think I added another capacity, another efficiency thing in. $8,000. Not quite. Not quite 10,000. Fish. That's the capacitor one. And then we'll make an efficient speed as well. Oh, we need more fluxite, and we need more... Oh, hang on, right, hang on. What I can do... Redstone... upgrade for the functional storage. And I want a chunk loader. This thing. For early on, any tips that would really help quality of life? A big one is probably getting your storage sorted early. Working out where you want to go with your storage. If you find alchemical bags, use them. And you can color them. So if you find multiple of them, do. And then also lockpicks are pretty easy to craft. Or pretty cheap to buy. So buy a bunch of lockpicks and use the lockpicks in the dungeons for early on. You don't lose loot. So some of the chests, the longer that it takes you to craft, you'd lose loot. So like anything that's, unless you're really good at the lockpicking game, anything that's, you know, yellow or above, use a lockpick on. Because you won't lose loot. You lose loot for losing health, you lose loot for missing. You definitely lose a lot of loot if you fail. And then, yeah, prioritize good armor. What am I doing? What am I doing? I wanted that mechanism chunk load. Here we go, this guy. And I want some stone. Base layout is however you like. It all depends on how you like to lay out your base. My base kind of gets I mean, I'll show how my base went in a minute. Let me just do this. You... And then you are going to be... Okay, and then... So when this hits... just a second. So when this hits a particular level, it's going to disconnect this, which is going to turn these off. You can go there and you can keep this whole thing chunk loaded. So let's grab you. And go back home. Yeah, so I mean, my base layout, I've gone for a very sort of vertical, but I have this massive room, and then I've put things off this room. So I try to arrange all my magic and stuff, then all my storage together, all my farming stuff together. And then do things in verticality. Particularly if you're a single player and you're starting to chunk load things. Being vertical is better. Because you're all in the same chunk. And then on the brush, like once you've got feathers and copper, like this brush is just so cheap. And then later, like this isn't that expensive. But I would try and get to the unbreakable brush as quick as you possibly can. Once you've got these guys automated. So like these guys have all got unbreakable brushes. Yeah, the unbreakable brush is craftable. So reinforced brush is a smithing template, and a brush and a diamond. So it's just an iron one, and that's really easy to craft. Like that's just a recipe. You get some scrap metal from just breaking down in the salvaging thing, and then an unbreakable. Once you've got the world engine and the source stone, just a bit netherite. Like it's easy and a bit of source, or if you've got stress, again it's just a bit of netherite. So it's an easy world engine craft. Right. Blaze gold is the other thing I'm after, isn't it? So I need gold. Yeah, I think a bit of a rush to the nether. Because like this stuff comes from level 4. You can get this from level 4. So once you've got level 4, Brush of the Cosmos. Yeah, so once you've got level 4, either workers or your own, then just brushing netherite, netherrack, gets you netherite scrap. And then also replication is like really stupidly powerful. Also, the temporal pouch is relatively easy to craft. Like, this is that's actually, like, apart from the Nautilus shell, but you can buy the Nautilus shell from the Wayfinder, or you can trade it from a Wandering Trader sometimes. Like, the Nautilus shell is, the temporal pouch is super strong. Especially if you've got chickens going. Because you can make your you can train your chickens up with the temporal pouch. And again, the chickens aren't actually that hard to craft. Okay, you're off at the minute. You're calming down. Yeah, cool. Okay, so you are crafting because you have the blaze gold. And you need it for something in here. I know what it was. Let's break you. Are you accepting that add-on? No, you're not accepting that. I'm gonna have to go under, aren't I? Wait, do you not take... Will you take one there? If I do that, then you will take that. You don't take it there, but you do take it there. Will you go on top? Don't do the top, but you will do the bottom. So, gonna have to go... I was using a netherite hammer for a while. That mine's a 5x1x1. But I picked up an Eclipse Alloy Paxel at some point. So I've just been using that. The fact that you can't go above... If I go there, you will connect. There you won't. If I go down there, yeah, you'll only cope with 2. But that gives me the most faces. Yeah, I probably have quite a few hours in this. Let's have a look at the leaderboards. Time played, 140 hours. I don't even know what number episode we're on here. Capacitor. Capacitor. But I am very end game here. Like, I've been through chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and I'm on like the second half of chapter 5. Start with what you know. Like, if you know how to do something with a mod, and you don't want to like learn a new mod, that's okay. Just go with what you know. But read. Actually read. Yeah, actually read it. I've been watching Direwolf 20 play. And he does not read. The man does not read. But yeah, I mean, like, do something different. Like, if you want to learn a new mod, like, do something different. Like, Oratech. When I played Evolution, I'd never played with Oratech before this mod, so I went hard into Oratech and started using it for all my processing. Just to go, you know what, I'm going to try and do everything with Oratech. Draconic Evolution I've not played with for a while as well, so that's been kind of fun to get back into remembering how this giant ball of energy works. And the guides are pretty good for it, but they're not these guides here are not very handholdy. They're really milestones. These ones are a bit more handholdy, but again, they do assume a bit of knowledge. Yeah, so I mean, if you've done Sky Factory 4, you've done Tekkit Classic, stuff like that, you probably got a good idea of most things. So you should be able to. You'll not be like out of your depth or anything. Right, let's try this one again. See, last time we got up to like 9,500. Are you fully drained? I might have to change you and get a Draconic in there. Oh no, you're linked down there to a Draconic as well. You've got 64 million. You're not even close to maxing out. $8,000, 9,000. Okay, we're hitting 10,000 here. Okay, we got to just over 10,000 before that clapped out. That is good. Let's grab a feather. Grab a saddle. Grab a dropper. Grab 2 buttons. Right, so when you get up to 10,000, we're going to put the feather in. Or we're going to put this in. $5,000. 6,000. 7. 8. 9. Did you not go in? Where did you even go? Where did you even go? Do we need to... Maybe what we need to do with this is put it this way. Ow. Okay, okay, that is fine. We can work with this, we can work with this. Because you actually went the right direction. So, let's do this again. Saddle in there. Feather in there. So the saddle is accelerating. $4,000. 5. 6. So we've got a little bit of time when we hit 10. 8. 9. 9, 8, 9, 9. Oh, I think we just missed it. Yeah, we just missed it. That killed me. That actually killed me. That's kind of funny. My vulnerability popped. Yeah, that's kind of funny that killed me. That's how much damage these things do. I definitely want to put another one of you in Draconic Energy, Draconic Energy Relay Crystal. Wireless Energy Crystal. Let's grab one of these. I think my thing fired up. Let's grab my crystal binder. There it is. Okay, you, and then you send energy there. So I should now. That hopefully will keep this alive longer. Let's be above this rather than there. So 5, 8, 9. I must be just missing it. Yeah, it's like 987, and then that one went that way. What are you guys doing? You're making a capacitor. I cancel you. Are you stuck for some reason? No, you're crafting. Well, while we wait for that, I'm gonna sort this out as well, because I remember this is not got a. I don't know where that chicken's come from. So this wire is from there. And it's from here. Let's grab a P2P. Memory card. We've got a dense. Clear you, and we're gonna set you, and then down here. Is that gonna have turned you back on? Yes, you're back online. I need void upgrades. I need a bunch of void upgrades here. This is getting a mess. Why are you taking so long? Yeah, you're online. Oh, you're not online. That's where the power one was. But there's power in here, so... That's the input side. I don't know where that was going. I don't know where the output is. Yeah, because it's power in... Well, there's not much power in here. Where are you going? Go there. You've got... Like... You're set to 1, you've got 2 billion. You are set to 1 and you've got 1. That's kind of weird. What was going on there? You, and you. Okay, let's go. Okay, you are crafting that. I do want another efficient speed. I've got 1, 2, 3 more sides available. Yeah, I've got 3 more sides available. I wonder if I got... Might have those sides as well. $975. 370,975. Take you off. Yeah, I have those that side available as well. Okay, so I've got 2 more sides. And then those 2. So here now, because you've got so much more power, you've got so much more capacity. Seven, 8, 9. Ah, I missed it. See, this is why you kind of want to use the check, the speed thingy. What's it called? The particle acceleration speed sensor? Is that it? Greater than 10,000? If I put you in there... How do you work? Yeah, no, that's not how you work. I assumed speed sensor, particle accelerator. Or do you work like that? Hang on. Lamp. Lantern. Lamp. So if I throw you in there... Let's set you to like 5,000. Right click on a particle accelerator with the advanced target designator, Place the speed sensor at the desired location. Right-click the speed sensor to link it to the particle accelerator. Right. Okay. Okay. That is what I... That is exactly what I want. That was a mistake. Oh, I don't want you to... I don't want you to trigger those guys. Will you trigger down? Or can I place you on the side? I could do this. And then this. So, if you're greater than 10,000... Let's just send a button through. So, you should hear their click in a second. Okay, this isn't quite working. Let's send you in. Let's grab another button. Oh, that was me being an idiot there. I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. This is not like a complete ploy to just get rid of all my saddles. 8,000. 9,000. You're not going in. That's the problem. The other option is to put, because I can't put something in there. Like, if I try and send you that way, nothing happens. What about that way? Yeah, you won't go that way. Let's scale. Let's scale you. There and there. Okay. Let's just scale. One more that way? Yeah. Greater than 10,000. Off. So I want to try and do this reliably. And this particle accelerator has killed me a few times now. So what I'm hoping for is a click. And a collision. And an elytra. There we go. There we go. I can now craft Elytra. Oh, that took its time to figure out. So, now for a black hole, I need to get to 15,000. So you need to get to 15,000. So I need to test whether I can get that high. So we're just going to fire you in and see how high you get. Oh, maybe we could get it now, and then we can finally get this black hole. Okay, 10,000. Oh, we're getting so close. 11,000. Ooh, 12. Okay, so we need a bit more. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. I might actually just buy 2 more of these. Hang on. Tier 9. Radiance and Wormrite. Tier 9 capacitor. Radiance. Oh, I can't buy those yet because I need to. I need to actually complete that. How are we doing here? You have probably just turned back on. How are we doing on... Wait, how are we doing on this nuclear fuel? 14%. This one is empty. And you are how much antimatter have I got here? I've got one. I can collide you with some neutronium. Hang on. I did mean to do this. $5,000. Stable antimatter. Right. What can we do with you? Okay, so we needed to craft you to craft an infinity ingot. Sure. Which needs infinity catalyst. But also it says don't feed to a cow. And I kind of want to feed it to a cow. Oh no. Okay. Okay, what are you? What are you? You are buckets of meat. Okay. Okay, well, now we know what happens if you feed stable antimatter to a cow. The more you know. The more you know. But why did you not... Why did you not work? I don't know. We need you to be greater than 15,000 anyway. Particle accelerator speed sensor. I need to check how this works. Particle accelerator speed sensor Oritech things. It is Oritech things, isn't it? Tiered add-ons, the speed sensor. We had the advanced target designator and the particle accelerator speed sensor. This can turn on and off. You can specify a limit speed and check speed greater or lesser using the GUI. With auto the required speed in auto detect from the current recipe in progress. Oh, so it'll detect the current recipe? No, so I want you set to manual. And you set to on? I don't know. I don't quite get that. We add the item advanced target designator used to store the position of the particle accelerator. This will use on the new block the particle accelerator speed sensor. This can be turned on off, and you can specify a limit speed and then check the speed greater or less, like using its GUI. I don't know what the on off is about. I think you need to be on. So the wording is a little weird. $8,000. So what I'm expecting is to see this if it hits 15,000. $12. Oh, we're so close with this thing. 13,000. You are full. Let's grab an ender cell as well. Let's because we can massively increase the amount of power going into this. No, the capacitor, so 111. I assume that you are pushing stuff into there, but maybe you're not. Maybe you don't. Right, hang on. Let's set you to like 5,000 and set you to on like that. Ow. Okay, wow, we well get up to 16, 20,000 maybe? 18,000. That is a decent whack. Cable. Okay, you do connect there. So hang on, let's grab another cable. Okay, you are in there. Right, you definitely got up to like 18,000. Okay, we've got an antimatter pellet here. And a small chaos. So I'm going to put you into the dropper and hope that you fire. Like this works. $10,000. Black hole. Do not place this unless you know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. But we've got it. If you... Yeah, okay. The world engine can actually use the black hole as an upgrade, but it'll need a container for it. So we need a void container. Alright, this should be easy. One. Dark Void upgrade is a major upgrade that unlocks a singularity crafts in the world engine. Quest completed, Forming the Void. Gifts of Stone, a netherite hammer. Sure, I mean, you've got efficiency 5 and unbreaking 10, but whatever. So speak with the Radiance. So you will need a dark matter block. Dark matter block. Okay, your world engine now manipulates void matter with perfect precision. You're closer than ever to stabilizing your realm, human. How remarkable. You learned well. Infinity will be waiting for you after you have completed the chaos tasks. So let's go back to the world engine now. And done this. Submit that, and assemble the world engine. So we have... Yeah, nice. Let's go home. I dread to think what actually happens if you The Infinity is a soul being holding back the collapse of the reality as you know. Work with them to unlock Infinity World Engine upgrade. It all comes down to this. Let's go back and see Infinity. A living, breathing human within the void. How curious. You have arrived at the threshold of infinity. Beyond this point lies understanding few minds could ever endure. Let's play.
You have heard whispers of infinity from the echoes, but they grasp only fragments. The work's simulations can imitate knowledge, yet they cannot comprehend the truth behind it. Infinity is both the beginning and the end. Creation and collapse intertwined. Do not fear what you cannot fully grasp. You need not understand infinity to wield its power. You need only follow the path I will reveal, for I have walked it countless times. Begin by compressing matter into distinct singularities, each embodying a separate aspect. Your world engine will then combine them into a single infinity singularity, the catalyst for creation itself. From it, you may forge the infinity ingot, an alloy that contains the very essence of being. Once you have gathered 9 of these alloys, shape them into a block and place it alongside 2 reactor neutron reflectors to shield your world engine from collapse. Only then will you unlock the final world engine upgrade.
Okay. An infinity block. Okay, so we just need to craft one of these. Should be easy enough. So to craft you need you. Let's have a look at what the quest book says as well. So with the world engine upgraded to the power of the void, you can create neutron compressor to compact items down into singularities. Use these to create the infinity singularity. Here's a neutronium compressor. So we need one of you. And then you will create an infinity singularity. I remember you, I think. I can craft most of this stuff. Neutronium compressor. Okay, so we need neutronium ingots. Easy enough. And I think you need these vibrant bimetals. Right, so yeah, it's these guys you need. You're easy. Okay, energized bimetal. And then you need an iron gear. Iron gear, yeah. We'll cancel you now, and we'll cancel you because we don't need you, but this neutronium compressor is being crafted. So then 50 uranite, 50 infused ender pearl. Right, so uranite, we need 50. Infused ender pearls, that's like 50. It's 30. 45. 5. Energite. Energite is 100. $64. 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, that'd be the Energite. Enderium is 100 as well. again, 36. And then Fortron infused ingots, just 50. So we've got a lot of these already. So we've got you. Infused ender pearls are really simple. Like these dimensional shard gems are just easy to craft. Or the Unearther can find them by sifting endstone. And then Uranite. We can get by energizing raw uranium. I think that's the way to get it. Yeah, I think that's the way to get it. Is this. Uranite there. Oh, you're like super quick. Do you take power? You don't look like you take power? So if I go... right, okay, so that's a Uranite singularity, so we want the infused pearl singularity, the energite singularity, Enderium, Duratim. Enderium. Let's throw this one in. And then this one. Oh, I need Duratim. Duratim singularity needs 100. $36 of that. So the Infinity Catalyst is an Infinity Singularity. Right, so I definitely need to yeah, I need to automate this guy. I need to automate this. Let's automate you over here. Right, barrel. Let's grab a chest. Yeah, sophisticated storage chest, and we'll throw you down there. And we'll put you there, in fact. And let's grab the hopper upgrade that we've got here. And then we want a pattern. Grab a pattern provider. Some of these guys. Mechanical. No, it's a logist. There's my configurator. Okay, so Infinity Catalyst needs an Infinity Singularity. So we need these singularities. So you're 100 of those. Right, you are 50 of those. Enderium. You're actually 100 Enderium. Uranite is 50. Okay. Infused Pearl is 50. And then Energite is 100. So we can throw you in. And we can throw you in. And then the Infinity Singularity is you in the World Engine. Now, do I have, if I go to the World Engine, how much heat do I have in the World Engine? Oh, yeah, tons. Okay, so you've done. How much strange matter do you need? Only 100 mil. Nice, you are crafting a Duratim Singularity, you're crafting the Infinity Singularity. I assume that you don't get stuck. I'm going to change you to blocking mode just in case. And you speed add-on. Yeah, you're running there. If fish. Yeah. Efficient speed add-on? Sure. We'll craft one. And then swap it out. Nice, the Duratim Singularity is crafting. And you should not take long to craft. As long as... Nice. So that is the Duratim Singularity. So you're just crafting more of these Duratim ingots. Let's let's just craft those up like and then how long does this craft take in the world engine? 40 ticks. Oh, it's easy. And that is our Infinity Singularity. So next we need an Infinity Ingot. Right, Infinity Ingot. So we can craft all of this stuff. Neutronium we'll get and that. So Infinity Catalyst needs these guys. So let's craft. Let's get an Infinity Catalyst on go. What do we need for you? What are we missing? Endist pearls. What is an Endist pearl? An Endist pearl is all of that. Okay, so now we're crafting the Infinity Catalyst. And then we actually need 8 of you. In fact, let's just set you back to 1. Because the next thing we need is an Infinity Ingot, which is this. And then the Infinity Block is easy, it's just that. Go. So you are crafting the Infinity Catalyst. How long do you take to craft? 240 ticks. Okay. That's 240, 24, 40, 12 seconds. And that is the Infinity Catalyst. So that is Singularities done. So now we're just waiting on this guy. And then, oh, we need 2 neutron reflectors, which... Neutron reactor reflector. So what are we missing for the Infinity Ingot? Infinity Ingot. I don't need that many. So I need Precious. I need Fluxite. I need more Blaze Gold.
Huh?
Okay, so Fluxite is easy. You just go here, and this has disconnected that, and then we just grab all of this. Throw you into there, you into there. Gold. And a pearl. Get a bit of this stuff. Half a stack. Infinity ingot. Are we still missing something? We're still missing precious matter. Organic precious. You are full. Never living. Let's grab like another 10 of these tanks. Organic, living, precious, precious. That should mean that we get a absolute boatload. There we go. We are crafting one infinity ingot. What is it needed all that precious? Like, so much precious. Is it these dimensional shard gems? Oh, I bet it's these dimensional shards. Oh no, you're making coal, you're making netherite. Let's... We can do this. Okay, you're at that. Can we put a synergy module on there? Basically, doesn't work. Doesn't do anything useful, but it's processing a lot quicker. And you're still making the Duratim. That is fine. Yeah, that is the speed we like. Yeah, I guess because it needs all that netherite. But we've also got a ton of netherite scrap that we could just convert. You could go away. So you are crafting up all the Fortron ingots. Fortron infused ingots. Oh, we could make this in Derek. So we could do this without that, or we could just do it in the world engine. Interesting. Is there another... Is there another way... We're only crafting one ingot here. Are we missing... Like, if we were to make try and make 8 more of these, what are we missing? Fortron, a lot more fluxite, a lot more neutron. A load of neutronium. Let's grab a neutronium chicken. Neutronium chicken. New chicken. Nope, you're in here. Chicken. Neutronium chicken just needs 4 neutronium blocks. Neutronium chicken. I'm gonna need a roost. You are crafting that. There's the roost. Oh, you're like 1200 ticks, okay. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Neutronium. We want a modular router. And a distributor. 2400 ticks. 240 seconds. 120 seconds, like 2 minutes. And then we just need this modular router crafting. Let's go to the world engine and just check on it. Neutronium chicken. Right, hang on. Neutronium chicken. Not enough skystone dust needed. Right, hang on. Let's cancel you. Set you to blocking. Set you to blocking. You are output. Right, hang on. Did we get that neutronium chicken? We got the timey-wimey chicken. And then yeah, so you output to the top. You can output to the top. You output to the top, you, output to the top, you, output to the top, you, output to the top. These are all IO in. I'm just going to dump that. Right, okay, you are crafting whatever that was. Yeah, give you that there. Ah, shit. I don't know what you're crafting. Not enough skystone dust? Not enough reactor neutron reflector? Skystone dust? Redstone dust? Crystal... Advanced machine core. Small plutonium pellets. How many do you want? 1, 2, 3. Flux core. Oh, you're crafting a neutron collector? Right, sky, stone, dust. Redstone dust. And then strange matter, we want a bucket. Strange matter. You're stuck. How much do you need? A bucket. Right, you've got a bucket of strange matter. wish I could. Can I? How can I cancel a craft with this thing? Iron ingot. Eight. 1 platinum. And you don't have enough Fortron. Because I can't tell what you're trying to craft here. I assume it's this. Uh... Yeah, it must be these Fortron infused blocks. Can I... Can I encode something? That is a bucket of strange matter. And let's say you produce me this. You're stuck. If you accidentally break your world engine machine block, clicking this will replace it for you. It will wipe any existing settings in items inside the world engine. Okay, that did... Okay, so we fixed our world engine. Chickens. You are going there. You are going there. And then stack. And the neutronium chicken, we're going to train up. You won't. Level 13. Yeah, we'll just let this. Level 20. That'll do. Oh, you make neutron piles. You are 17, you are 21, you are 22. So hopefully you should be able to find the neutronium chicken. Oh, it's you. Thought I'd named you. I have now. Okay, and then we go neutronium piles. Let's go to the world engine. And let's set you to 2000. Oh, and I need draconic. I need cores. Let's grab 16 of these guys. I think this craft needs 750. And it's got the strange matter in. And the Fortron. Is it that you don't have enough power? $8 million FE. Wait, if we do this, if you accidentally break, clicking this button will replace it for you. Keeping in mind that any existing settings and items inside the world engine. That's fine. I assume you have these set. Or I'm gonna have to pull all these out and reset it. Oh, I need my Dominion wand. You've got 2 million capacity now. I assume you recognize these again. It's hard to tell. Okay, let's grab one of these guys, the multi-block validator. Shift, using left shift and right button will reset all cores in the multi-block. Left mouse button used on this item shows the installed multi-block modules. Okay, so you have all those modules. So what am I missing here? Is it just power? Awaken core, Dark Void module active. Resonant Void core advanced. The only thing I can think of is that you need, like, you've got 750 that. But I've crafted one. Let's go home. And just cancel you. Then go back to the world engine. Right, you are basically empty. You have enough power. Source is fine. Right. Infinity. Singularity. Why are you not crafting it? And you are pushing energy in there. We've crafted one already. We crafted one already. That was weird. You suddenly did it? Where's all this power going? This is the other thing I need to work out. Like, I'm barely using anything. So where is all that power going? And that basically just drained. Why? Is it you? I bet it's you. Right, hang on. Let's do this. You're an energy relay crystal. You're a wireless energy crystal. You've got 1.4 mil. You're outputting. you don't look like this ender cell or this ender cell. Yeah, you've got the 2 million. Yeah, okay, so you are linked properly. You are that one. Okay, so you're right. You are set. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's just pull. Let's just pull all this energy out. But where is set to 1? Are you set to 1? You are set to 1. You are set to 1. That is where all my energy is going. And that's all the polonium has been. Right, hang on. Let's set you to redstone. There, redstone there. Okay, you are charging. Let's go back to the world engine. And now let's grab an infinity ingot. And let's grab like another 10 of these. Okay, you have much more power in you now. What are we waiting for the infinity ingot? Some more polymorphic fluid. What's involved in crafting this stuff? Just throwing you in the reaction chamber. Oh, you're set to blocking. Oh, and we can't store the time fluid. Fluid storage. Time fluid. Okay, you are now crafting that time fluid. Properly. And actually holding it. Let's grab pattern. Let's grab the pattern modifier. Grab this guy and go 2 buckets, 4 buckets, 8 buckets, 16 buckets. Right, and then polymorphic. That doesn't go any faster, but we can put acceleration cards in. And that makes you go faster. Right. We want to craft one of you again. So you are now crafting. Hopefully you're crafting in the world engine. There we go. So we want 9 of these. So what do we need for 8 more? Fortron, Precious, Neutronium, Metallic, and we need Blaze Gold. I don't know how many of these we're gonna need. 135. And the drops are teleporting to that interface, which is quite nice. Let's throw you into the smelting factory. So we just need 6 more of those. And pearl. Just gonna keep going with this until it breaks, and then we might be getting lucky with this one. Oh no, there it goes. Right, okay. That there. Tesseract. We'll just do this with a Tesseract. You should have been Yeah, you should be loading this. Right. Items create fluxite. Activate. And home. And fluxite. Receive, activate. And I want a pusher. And I want my locking tool. Alright, and then I want you to push up. And I want you somewhere where I've got an upgrade. There. Nice. So what are we missing for one of these? You're just missing. In fact, you're crafting it now. So what are you missing for another one? Just Fortron and Fluxite. And you're doing the end stones, you've got that. Yeah, you've got the dimensional shards, which are coming out here as well, eventually. They'll get used. I need more coprocessors. I think coprocessor. Are you crafting on the 1 million one? Yeah, you're crafting on the 1 million. So if we grab you, I don't know what. How are you feeling, Wandering Trader? Oh, yes. Indeed. Are you stuck in the world engine? Neutronium and the Nether Star? Is the Endist Pearl? And like, I could definitely grab this. Yeah, it's the Endist Pearl that you're trying to craft. Why is the world engine getting stuck? You have all the things. Hmm. It's not you. I can only imagine it's power. And we may need these chaotic cores. That's not... We can craft those. Should be able to craft a chaotic core. You needed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just check. How is the chicken doing? It could be that you're not loaded until I actually go into there. Let's just check again. Yeah, I mean you're fine. You seem to be working. And you are could just be that this chicken is so horribly injured that we're not getting enough out of it. So we might just need a new chicken. But that's a problem for tomorrow. Yeah, it is going. I think we need a new chicken. But we made some progress. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to do this, turn my reactor off. For now, and that'll do for today. I'll call it there.